You're welcome to it's here, and it has several components. I'm going to explain all the components I have here currently. I have the tires, I have driver motors, I have the Arduino, I have batteries, then the ultrasound sensor here, as you can see. Alright, so hope you enjoy this. Hope you enjoy seeing this. You can build yours today. Okay? Ciao. Thank you for watching this video. So once you see an obstacle, then change direction. Then you take it far away, then it's continue moving forward. You see the obstacle, you change direction. Then look at the way it works. When you come close to an obstacle, you change direction, turns left or right, then goes back. Continue moving forward, then go to an obstacle, change direction. That's how it works.
Cracking.
So the coding parts, this is the Arduino environment, and in this Arduino IDE environment we have some things to look out for when we are programming. So the very first thing we need to know is that we are trying to make sure that the ultrasonic sensor works in line with the LN298N. So the first thing we did was we defined two analog pin, which is the enable A and enable B. Then int 1, int 2, int 3 and int 4 was also declared to the port number of 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then we defined trig 4 to 11, echo to 12. Then we defined the LED pin, LED pin to pin 13. Now this is just the pin that was showing green light in the vehicle. So what we have here next is the void setup. The void setup here has a pin mode. The pin mode of enable A, which is an output, and then pin mode enable B output. All of them are outputs because they are actually giving out signal. So they are outputs. Then we have the serial. This serial begin just for us to debug on our serial monitor to check if our sensor reading is carried out or is being carried out. Then we have the trig pin, which is output. Then the echo pin is input. This is just the code for the ultrasonic sensor that we have. Then we have the pin mode for the LED. So this is the green light coming up in the robot. So it's output. Then we have the void loop. In this void loop, all the activities being carried out here are repetitive activities. So we have the declaration of long, duration for the distance and the duration. We use long data type. Then all these codes, like the whole of these codes, are for the ultrasonic sensor. All these are for the ultrasonic sensor. Then we give an if statement here. This if statement is telling us that should we have a distance that is less than 25, let the LED pin comes high, then let the vehicle turns, or let it stop for like a 10 milliseconds delay. Then after it stops, though the stop is negligible, like you can't notice that it has stopped anyway, then let it turn. So where we are using turn right, if you look at it, you notice that the robot was just turning right. So we can make it smarter to turn left or right depending on what you want to turn. So but for now we're just turning in one direction. So we turn with this in 1, 2 high and low, then 3, 4 low and high. So then the enable A, we are using high speed turning, so it's going to turn with very high speed. Then with this, so we use delay of 1/4 of a second, so that's 250 milliseconds. Then else, if you notice that you don't have any obstacle, that is, if your distance is more than 25, you should just keep on moving. So here we have digital right in 1 low, in 2 high, then enable A 200, enable in 3 low. So the fact is just that whenever you're dealing with this is just enable A works with 1 and 2. So 1 should be higher, 1 must be low. Then enable A is the analog pin, while the 200 is the range from 0 to 255. You must always have that in mind, that the range must be from 0 to 255. So that's just the simple truth about that. So whenever you connect, for example, you connect your Arduino to your computer, now you get the sound, it gives you an alert that you connected it. Then before you upload, for example, you must always make sure that you're connected to the right port, which is this. Maybe, yeah, it depends on the port it shows on your system. But you also make sure that your board is arduino-uno. Like currently I use Uno for my project, so I use Uno. You click on Uno, then you also make sure your port is correct. Alright, so these are the 2 basic things you make sure. Then you can now send your code. You can like that verify or upload. So let me just upload, because I feel like I'm very right. But if you want to be sure, you can check that as well. So that's just it about that. It's as simple as that. So I believe you enjoyed this walkthrough. Please, in case you have any question, please just drop it in the comment section down below, and I'll
try my best to answer it.